Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Let's Go Places, a show that I'm very proud to continue to have here for, gosh, it's been 12, 13 years at Team Toyota, the proud sponsor, Paul Muller. Let's Go Places, it's a show that, my God, we've been doing and bringing a lot of different personalities in, professions, walks of life. It's about increasing awareness of the courageous efforts of our police and our fire and our military. Our heroes, our true heroes. My name is Tom Mellon, as everyone knows. Some of the shows that we do, Behind a Badge, Justice for All, and this one here, our big show, our Gold Star show, Let's Go Places. Today, once again, you're in for a treat. We have Tony Boyle, a retired Philadelphia Police Chief Inspector, but he rose to that level. Prior to that, the precursor is walking many miles in the shoes of a police officer, so he can share with you the experiences that he had, and we're going to talk about particular topics of interest, not only in Philadelphia, but the contiguous areas of Bucks County here that touch Philadelphia. We're going to talk to Joe Safran, who's the chairman of our Bucks County Tour of Honor. That, if you're a veteran, am I right, Charlie, when I say that?
Absolutely.
And obviously, Tony escorted, the chief escorted several of our brigades down to Washington, D.C. Great opportunity for you as a veteran to share the honors that you deserve for serving your country. That in itself is, that's a mouthful. It's just a wonderful experience. Joe's going to talk a little bit about the Tour of Honor and the trip that's coming up April 15th, I believe, right, Joe?
Yes, sir.
April 15th. And Charlie Esposito.
It's here before you know it.
It does. It does. My co-host here for many years, many moons, the president of our Philadelphia Police Fire and Correctional Officers. I can always edit that because it really is, they are correctional officers, not prison guards.
Yeah, but I don't think they care.
No?
Nah.
Ask a few of them.
I do.
Oh, okay. And you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then we'll call
They
them prison
say
guards
either
as well.
way.
Either way, right? Today, and in today's age, not only the car industry, but many businesses are suffering with the economy. The Heroes program here at Team Toyota still prevails. How do we do that? Well, because it's a unique process when you come in and you have the need for a vehicle, and you're a policeman, a fireman, military, medical, you come in and you ask for me, Tom Mellon, 215-768-6505. It's a program I've been holding now for almost 15 years, and I haven't sold one car. I tell people that, and they go, what does that mean? You haven't sold one car. Well, I just help people buy what they need, and that's what makes the process very, very smooth, very easy, and it's a trust that's built. And then we make charitable donations to the Tour of Honor for the military when they come in to buy a vehicle, aside from their discounts. We do with the firefighters, it's the Widows Fund, and with the police, our police officers, it's a survivorship fund. So Paul Muller, as altruistic as he is, he certainly understands the value, and he also understands that it's a process that we make very easy for all of our family members. Tony's a proud possessor of the Limited Avalon.
Yes.
Great vehicle.
Love
right?
it.
I was just talking to Tony right before the show about the Crown. I said, it's the answer to the Avalon. He said, don't say that. Avalon, it stands by itself, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, there is no answer to the Avalon. That is a wonderful car.
It really is. Comfortable. Joe, you have the Highlander, which you're very happy with.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Yeah, don't feel bad. He conned me into two.
Yeah. They walked in, and with his lovely better half, Denise, and Tony, on the floor, they seen two cars that they liked, and they went, okay, we'll take these two.
Must be nice.
Oh, well, that's great. Yeah, we'll take this one. I'll take that one. They were the Corollas.
Yeah, you didn't have to wait back then.
No.
Carol's got a Highlander, too.
And Carol has a Highlander as well.
And I have two Avalon.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the process is great here.
Everybody likes you.
Oh, I don't know about that. That's really taking it
We can't figure
far.
it out.
I can't
Yeah,
figure it out.
exactly. But it's great because when I started this program, my wife said to me years ago, "Why don't you get involved with selling cars?" And I said, "I hate buying cars. I hate it. Going in with the process and the dribs and the drabs, all the paperwork." She says, "Yeah, but you can make a difference by putting a program together for the police and the fire." And darn if she wasn't right.
Again.
Yeah, again, right? 2 rules we live by in my house. Number 1, Jerry is always right. And number 2, if for any reason she's wrong,
She's right.
refer back to number 1.
Yep.
Yeah. And life is grand. Bree, you're smiling, but you know that's true. That's very true.
Happy life.
Happy wife.
Yeah.
That's right. So let's begin with today.
Now I know where my wife hears all this stuff. She comes up with these ideas.
Where do you think I received this information?
Ugh.
Denise tells me that it works good in your household, so why not mine as well? But let's begin and talk a little bit about certain agendas that are on the forefront. Philadelphia, Tony, right now, we see a new tone of leadership with Parker, the new mayor, and with her direction. And let's face it, she's talking the talk, as you had indicated. But is she going to walk the walk? Hopefully, we will see this practice turn some things around in Philadelphia. And there's so many issues and so many areas that need to be improved. People don't even want to go down to Center City anymore. Businesses are closing. We'll talk a little bit about the district attorney that's pitiful. To say, to give him the best word, pitiful. It's disastrous. When someone goes into an establishment, and this is what I was told a while ago, if a crime is committed and the value of whatever the crime was in theft is under $500, they don't even prosecute. So a lot of establishments, unfortunately, they close down their shop, and they're not even operating anymore because of the back that is turned by the district attorney in Philadelphia. It's horrible.
Never would I have guessed that it would be this bad, or that that the prosecutor goes out of his way not to prosecute. It's the defense attorney that he still is, and it's not going to get better.
No, it won't. We've seen it for how many years with him? And as I asked you last evening, I said, how many more years do we have to put up with this guy? Well, at the minimum, another year into next year. And hopefully, getting back to the new mayor, Mayor Parker, she's created some new guidelines already. Her brother, a police officer, and she has promised him that she would always support and watch the backs of the police officers. Once again, we'll talk the talk and walk the walk. Let's hope that all of these things are she continues to support and help.
Very hopeful.
Oh God, absolutely. But right now, with this new public safety director, we spoke about this, and a genius answer that you gave me. It's just another level of bureaucracy. It's not. We'll have to see, but how is that going to help curb crime?
It's not.
No.
You just have one more person now putting their input, and the thing we need the least is just one more hierarchy, one more boss, as opposed to, it's like a ball team hiring another coach or two instead of going to get the players on the field. It's crazy.
It is
really
crazy. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. That's something that we have to look at. And personnel, as you indicated, which is really, it's just been mitigated so drastically. We don't have the forces on the streets, and more people are retiring than are being hired in Philadelphia. And crime continues to run rampant. There's no respect for the badge. Let me ask you this question. Obviously, we have searched and reached out over the years for the number one job on the police department, the police commissioner, and often we would find someone that the mayor would select who is not a resident of Philadelphia. And did not walk the walk as a Philadelphia police officer. But yet, personnel, as far as police officer on up, under the police commissioner, they have to live in the city. Does that make sense? No. Because could you imagine if they could hire outside the amount of talent that's there that may possibly be a big help?
Oh, and it's a slap in the face to every member of the department. Commissioner Outlaw being one of them, where you bring folks in from the outside, ignoring the superior talent that you already have in your department and the knowledge.
The knowledge.
And in Outlaw's case, she didn't apply for the job. They went to her because she filled the requirements that aesthetically they wanted. And
Well put.
and it shows in the result of her tenure as a commissioner, and why we're having some of the problems now.
There's so much experience, the level of knowledge as well, aside from the experience, that, as you just indicated, we have in Philadelphia, that Philadelphia has with the staff that's there. There's so many people that could run effectively the city properly, especially if they're given the freedom to run it properly.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the other problem is working in tangent with this district attorney. Can't happen.
Impossible.
It's impossible to do that.
Yeah. Bringing back the district attorney, he not only does he refuse to prosecute criminals, he goes after the police. That's his main goal in life. We have so many police officers that are under his scrutiny right now. You know, it's terrible. If you want, we could bring. We have 3 homicide detectives they've been harassing them for over 20 years now. They can't
30.
can't get their case. They can't get their case. Every time it comes up, he continues it. They just got continued again to April. It's three really nice guys. And if you heard the case, which we don't have time to go through the whole thing, it's terrible what these guys did that they locked up. And now they have supposedly 5 of the witnesses for us. Now all of a sudden they said they were coerced into lying and telling these stories. So they got the 5 witnesses switching their stories, which now that's his backbone for going after the 3 homicide cops. It's terrible. And then we also have two brothers. One was an inspector getting ready to be a chief inspector, and one was a detective. Jimmy and Pat
Smith. Yeah.
Smiths. They've had. I don't know if you have time for me to run through this. First they went to a regular court, and that got thrown out. Then they went to the common pleas court. That got thrown out. And the girl that prosecuted him worked for Krasmer, and she still threw the case out. Then they went to this super court where 3 judges have to panel.
Right.
They threw it out. Then he took it back to them, and he says, I want all 9 of the judges to vote on it. You know, the 9 judges voted on it.
And they
threw it out
as well.
Now he's taking them to the state Supreme Court.
It's ridiculous. There's so many
How many times you got to win?
Yeah.
Joe Bologna is another one.
Joe Bologna is another guy, great guy. It's a stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, he was doing his job out there on the highway.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Philadelphia has a lot of weak pockets in the city, not just with police and the security issues, but the business issues, the taxing. There's so many topics you could cover in Philadelphia that.
Well, the hard thing is to find a positive to talk about.
Yeah, isn't it?
It really
tough?
is.
It is.
It's sad.
There's nothing encouraging that the city government does to entice businesses to come in.
No, they're closing down instead.
They want Billy Penn take his statue off the city.
Yeah. We're going to take a quick pause. Oh, yeah, but Chuck.
No, I got a suggestion for you.
What's
Move
that?
to Bucks County.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Leave your politics in Philadelphia.
Leave it in yeah, exactly. It's a safer community up here. I can say that. You're now in Bucks. You're a Bucks resident,
Yep.
Tony, up in Warrington.
Very happy.
Yeah, I'm sure. We're going to pause to identify our sponsors. Paul Muller of Team Toyota, the proud sponsor not only of this show but the other shows behind the badge with Fred Herron and Justice for All. Used to be with Matt Weintraub, who's now a common pleas court judge. Congratulations to you. I call him Your Honor, and he gets all. But you don't have to say that, but he is. And Jennifer Shoren, the new district attorney. What a spiffy lady she is, and very professional. And if you commit a crime in Bucks County, you're in trouble, believe me. We'll return after a few moments.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota is the choice for your next vehicle purchase or service this season. With new Toyota models available for immediate delivery and over 100 certified used and pre-owned vehicles for any budget. Plus service specials to keep you on the road to victory. Shop or schedule online at teamtoyota.net or choose one of our 3 locations in Langhorne, Glen Mills, or Princeton. Are you part of the team?
WBCB is now on your FM dial at 107.3. Serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer counties since 1958, you can now listen to all of your BCB favorites crystal clear on 107.3 FM. A new age for WBCB on a new frequency, 107.3.
Are you a parrot head? Not that kind. That's more like it. If you're this kind of parrot head, don't forget to check out the Denny-O Polka Show every Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon right here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com.
We're back. Did you fall asleep? You can't fall asleep on this show. There's just too much that you would miss. We have the owner of Team Toyota walking into the door, Paul Muller. He has his galoshes on. You know, when was the last time you heard the word galoshes?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, you better explain it to people.
Yeah, you know, galoshes are, Jesus, that's really going back many, many years. Yeah, Paul just walked in, popped in. Is it still bad out there? The weather looks bad, but you're smiling. So the sunshine.
Boy,
Yes, exactly.
he's going to need galoshes now.
So, Joe, obviously you had some comments you wanted to make, and we had to cut you off for a quick station break.
Showing my age, I don't remember.
You forgot what you wanted to say?
No, he said move to Bucks County.
I said move to Bucks County.
He got it.
But
in.
leave your politics
Leave
down
your
in
politics
front.
behind. No, that's true. When was the last time you've seen Joe Safran without words?
Okay.
Give me a minute.
So, you know, we're covering.
It happens.
Yeah,
It happens.
that's true. We're covering a lot with the city of Philadelphia, but up here in Bucks, they have their concerns. It's a big budget up here as well. There's close to 1 million people that the police departments, I think 54 to 59 police departments in Bucks County. Is that incredible?
It's huge. I'm getting a bigger perspective now than I ever have, and it's a big patch of real estate.
It really is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
close to 1 million people.
Yes.
Millions and millions of visitors that travel through Bucks County each and every day as
Mhm.
well. A lot of good
A
business
lot of them
opportunities.
right down here in the lower end.
Yes,
You got Route 1, I-95, Turnpike, everything right in this area.
terrific access
Yeah.
The
for
malls.
people.
Do I?
The malls. You're close to
yeah,
both the
yeah.
malls.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of the major and hospitalization is good here. A lot of major hospitals. Education is good. There's a lot of benefits to Bucks County, as you're going to continue to find
Mhm.
out each and every. How long have you been in Warrington now?
The beginning of December.
Beginning
We
of-
settled the 1st of December.
That's great. You heard what I said to Tony. I said, geez, how does it take about 15 minutes to get here? And here it takes an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Such dedication.
When they said Warrington, believe me,
That's a
it
hike.
takes an hour and 15 minutes to get from here to Kiltnersville up by the upper end of the county.
Yeah.
I did it many times.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. While we're on that, obviously the Tour of Honor is coming up. Our next trip that you'll be making with
Hopefully.
us, Tony, hopefully,
make with us.
God willing, April the 15th.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about the trip, Joe.
It's moving along. It's really coming along. We probably have about almost 2 buses full now. We got 2 buses left, and we're making our contacts in Washington to get everything underway. And when I say with the police escorts and everything like that, we usually leave that up to Ben Salem, Lieutenant Bush down there handles all that, contacting the police departments in Bucks and Montgomery counties and Philadelphia. Maybe with the new mayor down in Philly, sure let some of the Philadelphia police participate in the escort.
The escort as well.
Yeah, hopefully, God willing, we never know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have Maddie on Highway
Well,
Patrol.
a lot of the guys on Highway Patrol said that they would love to do it.
In a second.
But the old administration wouldn't budge. So
Right.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
And,
Well, they would allow us to escort to the state line,
yeah, well, that's it.
and then pick them up again on the way home from the state line. But to go all the way to D.C. Is a bigger ask.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. That's why, Philadelphia Highway Patrol was always there for us when it came to the.
Didn't we catch the police week down there once, and the highway guys came back with us?
I'm not sure.
Remember we were going on the other side of the road. They were blocking everything.
I was on that. I was on one of the wheels, but Police Week is a different story.
Yeah.
And we do have a contingent that goes down. I escort the law enforcement memorial run that leaves on May 12th every year, and they run down to D.C., and we escort them from start to finish.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not unheard of for us to do it.
Sure.
And Police Week is just an incredible experience.
When does that come up, Police Week, Tony?
It's the National Memorial event is always on the 15th of May.
Okay.
The 13th of May is the candlelight service.
Okay.
The 14th is the bagpipe parade and memorial service, and then the 15th is the national service. So
The national service.
it's always those dates.
Great festivities and honorable times.
It is. I think it's any police officer who can do it. I think they have to do it. It's just an incredible experience and puts everything in focus.
It sure does. It sure does. But Jonah,
That's what we try to do for the veterans and everything like that.
exactly.
And the police, they do assist us, their assistances. We couldn't do it without them. In fact, we had to cancel it 1 year because we couldn't. We were told by the National Park Police that they weren't doing anything, and they're like, "Well, we can't take 7 buses down in the middle of the rush hour and not have any help down in Washington. It wouldn't work, especially traveling around Washington." So we had to cancel we got to cancel the entire trip.
Sure.
That was in 2021, I think it was.
Several years ago. Several years back.
Yeah, 2021 October.
We were still doing 2 trips then, weren't we?
Yes,
Yeah,
but
so we
then
still go.
the first one in 2021 was canceled because of
Yeah.
COVID, and 2020 was canceled because of COVID, and then we scheduled to go down in October of 21. We had everything set up. And then we get a notice a week before that National Park Police are no longer doing any of that. So, it was like one of
Back
these.
to the drawing board.
Yeah, went back to the drawing board. Then we talked to various police departments, especially down like Ben Salem. I came from Ben Salem. That's why
Sure.
that's who I usually go to right away. And then they took care of it. Ever since then, they've been taking care of everything down to Washington and back. And we've got, last year I think we had 14 bikes that went down with us. And then we had 3 or 4 police cars go down. We like to keep a car in between each bus because as you're traveling, everybody always likes
Tries to get in the middle.
Tries to get in between the buses,
Yeah.
and as long as there's a police car in between the buses, then
They get the message.
they get the message exactly. So that's and it keeps everything again because we take 4 buses of veterans, but we also have a 5th bus that usually carries our our young bucks and our young ladies that handle the wheelchairs and everything for the veterans during the day, from junior ROTC classes in Bucks County, Montgomery County, and everything, where they come down with us. And then as you know, we usually have 1 or 2 buses of children from the local area that go down with us with the classes, and they do their raising thank you signs,
Sure.
shake hands with the veterans, and it's a funny thing when you're down there and you got the children are lined up along the pathways going into the memorials, and they have thank you signs, and these guys are like, wow, this is pretty cool. And then they ask them where they're from, and they tell them
Right.
they're from Middletown, Bucks County, or from Warrenton or Warminster, Bucks County, because we don't just
No.
use certain school districts. We try to get them all. We've had Centennial, we've had Ben Salem, we've had Neshaminy, we've had and we even use the what do you call it? What should I say? The Catholic school system.
Parochial schools, yeah.
Parochial, we had Holy Family Regional, I believe it is, over on Trenton Road.
Trenton Road, yeah.
Yeah, Holy Family Regional went down with us last year.
Yeah, there's a lot of diversity.
Well, I'm going to keep it. I'll keep it quiet, but we're trying to.
Don't tell anybody.
Don't tell anybody. I'm trying to work out something with with St. Andrews up in Newtown.
Beautiful.
It hasn't even been set up yet, but
Right.
I think we'll be able to get this taken care of. But it's just what we do, and we try to do what we can.
It's a big checklist
It's a big
of planning.
And we got a big checklist today, let me tell you.
At our
Yeah.
board meeting, which we'll have here. The new address for the Bucks County Tour of Honor is right here at Team Toyota. Paul graciously.
746 East Lincoln Highway, second floor, 116.
That's it. Now it's 1116. They made it more complicated. Technology.
They added
today.
a
What's it, a
one.
high
They
rise
put a
now?
new, yeah, right, exactly. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
One-
they're on the
one-
11th floor.
Yeah, the
1,
11th
1,
floor.
1, no.
1116.
I just put second floor.
Second floor. That's a lot easier. You're right. But
I mean, there isn't many offices up there that say Bucks County Tour of Honor.
that's true. Just one. The one
You know
and
what I mean?
only.
You don't know how many times people call and say, I want to, they tell me the address, and I put it in my GPS, and it says, it's Team Toyota. And I said, yeah, what's the problem? And he says, well, it's a car dealership. How can? I said, there's offices on the second floor. Did you go in and ask for the Bucks
Tour of
County
Honor.
And they said,
Mm-hmm.
no. And I said, well, try it. and
Try it.
See what happens. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, it's
But,
just
you know,
making people, it's awareness, increasing the awareness. once again.
Exactly.
But, we're thankful to Paul.
Oh
Paul,
God, yeah, we
he
can't. We're
allows-
more grateful. He even lets us store our truck,
Trailer.
our trailer and truck here too. So
Which reminds me, we got to get that inside. I'll talk to Paul today about that,
okay.
just so that we can keep it from weathering conditions, out there. We have more than 270 wheelchairs for accessibility for our veterans that are medically
Well, that's
impaired.
one. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, one thing veterans that have trouble walking or something. We take a wheelchair for almost
Absolutely.
every veteran that goes down. They're underneath in the belly of the bus.
Yep,
We have EMTs, we have paramedics
that's
with us.
also,
And
yes.
it's
preparation.
we have prep, we have change of clothing, we have our survival kit, I call it.
Yeah.
There's everything we need in there.
That's true. And all the we make certain ahead of time with the application, through the application process, that if someone has certain medications, we remind them to make certain that they bring it along. If there's any problems, we have certain medical supplies that are on each bus. So we're prepared.
Yeah.
We had a casualty.
We've had
several of them.
We had a few. We had a gentleman that had a heart attack down there,
Air Force.
and
the Air Force
and
Memorial.
everything went.
Smooth.
I don't like to say everything went smooth, but,
Right.
but everything went the way it was supposed to go. They took care of it. They made the call. We made the call to the emergency. Our paramedics and the EMT were there until the DC people came along. They took him to the hospital, and he didn't do what he was told. He was dehydrated, and we had another one. I'm sorry, that's what there's another one. We had another guy who was dehydrated.
Yeah.
And walking around 80 degrees with jackets and sweaters on. You know, it's
Not thinking about.
what we gotta, it's what we have to prepare for.
Sure.
And we've, everything's been, it went well. Everything's going,
I will say this: looking from the outside in, with seeing it through the escorts and the whole bit, it is a class operation, and every T is crossed and I is dotted.
I's dotted.
You guys really do an honorable job.
Well, there's no I in team. There's a lot of teamwork. You're right, Tony, to bring that out. There's a lot of work.
Coming from you, it's a thank you for the compliment
Oh.
for the tour.
Yeah.
Seriously, no, I'm
that's
serious.
a big, yeah.
It's nice to hear that from people.
No question
And
about it.
they've had them out of Philadelphia as well.
Yes.
With the Rivers Casino.
Honor
and
flight.
all, but
Yeah, that was the honor
this
flight.
is
Top
an
shelf.
even much better operation, and
Yeah. Thank you for that.
We were just honored to do all of them, but it's great that the people can afford the opportunity and do it.
Absolutely well organized.
I got to give kudos to the Philadelphia Highway. I mean, they not only do they support us on the escorts and everything like that, when it comes to our fundraisers, there are a lot of them guys come out to the fundraiser.
They're right there.
Golf outings, they come
Yes.
out and golf. They can't golf, but they do come out.
Right.
Hey,
Speaking of
I'm
golf,
only
we
kidding.
always eagle the 19th hole. So
Yeah, you do. You do.
Mhm.
when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about the this wonderful Tour of Honor organization that I'm proud to be a part of. Charlie as well. Tony's going to be joining us. But we'll return, and then we're going to talk about another organization that Tony is very much affiliated with, the Marine Corps Law Enforcement Foundation. McClef, as it's pronounced. But don't go anywhere. We'll return after a few words from our sponsors.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota is the choice for your next vehicle purchase or service this season. With new Toyota models available for immediate delivery and over 100 certified used and pre-owned vehicles for any budget. Plus service specials to keep you on the road to victory. Shop or schedule online at teamtoyota.net or choose one of our 3 locations in Langhorne, Glen Mills, or Princeton. Are you part of the team?
Hi, this is Mayor Jeff Martin of Hamilton Township, inviting you to tune in to our monthly radio show, This Month in Hamilton. Video stream live the 4th Tuesday of every month at 10 a.m. at WBCB1490.com. We will be featuring various guests from Hamilton Township to keep you up to date on what's going on in Hamilton.
WBCB is now on your FM dial at 107.3. Serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer counties since 1958, you can now listen to all of your BCB favorites crystal clear on 107.3 FM. A new age for WBCB on a new frequency, 107.3.
Welcome back to Let's Go Places here in the new car showroom floor at 746 East Lincoln Highway in beautiful Langhorne, PA. I'll tell you what, it's a little overcast out there right now, Tony.
Yeah, it's gloomy.
Yeah, it's gloomy, but the weather, the temperature continues to increase, and what does that do? Gets rid of all this white stuff that's out there. Nice to see the glistening, the lawns, but it's also nice to see it disappear.
And our upcoming 4 or 5 days of rain will
wash it
help
away.
And a 60 degrees on, I think, Saturday.
60 degrees. What a turnaround from like
Mhm.
5 degrees, 10 degrees,
Yep.
up to 60 degrees now. It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. But, you never know how the weather is going to turn out. I should have been a meteorologist. If you're 50% accurate,
I'd love for them to be 50%.
wouldn't it be nice? Yeah, they'd be well ahead of the game.
You can be wrong every day and get a raise.
Yeah.
Exactly. Only business you don't have to be 100%,
No, isn't that the truth?
except for batting and hitting in the major leagues.
That's for sure. Well, if you hit 330, it's only
Oh,
3
God.
times out of 10, and you're
330
Yeah.
you're ready for the Hall of Fame.
you're getting $40 million
dollars a year. Hit 330.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Back in the old days, they didn't have all this equipment, all these radar, and they got the weather right more than they do today.
oh yeah, absolutely.
They opened the almanac. Oh, Rain today.
Yep,
Oh,
absolutely.
I don't remember them days. I don't have no.
You read about them, right?
Yeah,
No, Charlie brings me up on them. The old days.
yeah. You used to go outside and go. Yep. Yep.
The
You
wind's
could
blowing.
tell. Or when the bones are
gonna
aching,
be
you know
windy
what's
today.
gonna happen. That's true. I mean, those of you out there suffering with the arthritic conditions, I'm one of them. If the bones start to ache a little bit, you know that there's bad weather on the way.
Haven't felt any of that yet.
No?
Oh, when you get his age, you might.
Yeah, once you get to my age, right down. So finish up a little bit with the law before we get into the Marine Corps Law Enforcement Foundation. Just finish up just a little bit so that people are fully aware about the operation in itself. There's money involved. That we have to raise funds, and that's why we have our charity events.
Well, our charity events, we have 4 of them, three a year, I think it is right now. We're working on another one. But we have our golf outing, our car show, and the raffle.
Yeah, the raffle's very big.
Raffle's big. They all bring in. The raffle brings in quite a bit, and the golf show brings in a lot. But the car show, it's
a hit
Mother
and miss.
Nature. You
Yeah.
know? Is it going to rain today? But
That's true.
if you don't have it the day you're doing, you got to postpone it.
Yeah.
You lose everything because the next week there's another
Someone
one
else, yeah.
somewhere. There's someone else having it. So it's like it's we got to come up with a gimmick to draw more people. But
Sure.
it's but there are 3 major fundraisers. There's a trip to go to Washington D.C. with the tour. Going to run about $50,000. That's about what it runs.
Sure.
By the time we pay for buses, etc., and the apparel that we give, and food, escorts.
Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of expenses involved.
The
Transportation.
the escort up in this area from Bucks County down and everything like that is fine, but you get an escort down in Washington, the government feds make you pay for it.
Oh, of course they do.
But it is what it is.
Well, you've seen the value. I've seen it. A lot of people have followed your direction, your leadership with this foundation, that how important it is for the veterans. Many of the Vietnam veterans that came home were spit upon. They were just disrespected, called all horrible names. But now this trip, a lot of them had come to me and said,
Thank you.
Thank you. I've never had this, never been honored like this before in my life. And it gives you a good feeling for what they
went
have
through.
done,
Yeah,
what they
exactly.
went through. They put their lives on the line. They've served, and that's
I
more
do-
important than anything.
Yeah, I do get a lot of veterans that tell me that I'm sorry I didn't serve in Vietnam. You do not have to be boots on the ground.
Right.
You put the uniform on, you're entitled to go on the trip.
Exactly.
You weren't told not to go to Vietnam. You were assigned somewhere else.
Right. Right.
They give you orders. The government gave you orders. The Army gave you orders. The Marines gave you orders. You went where they told you to go.
That's true.
If you were one of the lucky ones that got sent to Vietnam, then that's
So be it. Mike the bonus.
Yeah.
One of them. Yeah.
And then there's guys that were sent to Korea. There's guys that were sent to Europe.
Yes.
It wasn't your choice.
Yes.
So like if you put the uniform on, you're entitled to go.
That's true.
And I don't need a DD-214.
That's important for everybody.
A lot of veterans, do you want to see my DD-214? No. But I also tell everybody, if you were a veteran, if you weren't a veteran, I should say, if you weren't a veteran and you're not, the guys on the buses will find out.
Oh, they will
very quickly. And I'm telling you right now, you don't want to be on the bus.
Oh, no, that's true.
We've had it. We had
a couple isolated issues.
Yeah, we had a couple guys that, they come up to you and just say, that's stolen valor there.
Yeah.
He's not a veteran.
Wow.
Yeah. But there's things that they say, and veterans say to each other, guys in the Navy say to each other or something like that. They ask them where they boot camp or whatever. There's things that happen in boot camp, I guess. I'm not a veteran.
You
I
find out.
I'm starting to find a lot of things out. I could probably pass the test for dealing with these guys for the last 11 years, but it's like there's things that they know and you don't know. So don't try and pull fast one
A
because
fast
it won't
one.
work. It
No,
won't
and it's just shameful to take the seat of a veteran.
right.
You know, there's only so many seats, and that's important.
Plus, the biggest thing, it's free.
Yeah,
It's free.
Yes.
It doesn't cost a veteran a dime to go
No.
on this trip.
and it's something that we look forward to doing for each and every one of them. Is there a phone number that for our listeners to call if they want to make any type of a donation or if they want to become a volunteer? Because we're always looking for people to help.
Yeah, you can call 215-962-8071. Give me a call, and our new website is like almost complete. So that
Boy, does it look beautiful.
Have you seen it?
I saw it.
Okay.
It raises the hair on your back. It's incredible, especially President Reagan's speech.
Okay.
It's just incredible. It
Oh, that's
really
all-
is.
Yeah, but okay, so you've seen the. Is it up and?
It's up and running.
Okay, so our new website.
BucksCounty.org. BucksCounty.org.
Okay, so that's up and running. All that information is on there. Everything should be on there. There's going to be. I'm going to give. Actually, I'm going to give Mike and Jerry today. I'm going to give them some more information to be put onto the website. So
Add to the
add on, like
Yeah,
the
the
winners of the, different things.
Sure.
Or but it's going to happen. So that's up and running. All that information's on there. You could probably you can pull an application off of the website.
You can.
You can pull it off of the website. I'm not sure whether they can fill it out and just hit a button and it'll come in. I don't know. But
Right.
I haven't had. I
No, I don't think it can.
I delegated it. Like you guys take care of this.
Right.
So which is fine. That's
That's what it's
it's
all
just
about.
so much. There's so much going on
that you can do.
I can't be working in Washington and but we got a good team.
Yes,
have
we
a good
do.
team, and we're it's along. But it's
What's
free. It doesn't cost the veteran a dime.
A dime. That's a nice part.
I
What's
mean-
the number again, Joe?
215-962-8071.
That's right. That's the important thing. Call us because we can use your help to make things even a little bit better. That's for sure. Tony, Marine Corps Law Enforcement Foundation. I was honored. Joe was honored. So was Charlie to be a participant at one of the dinners down there. We want to continue to support that foundation. There's so much that they provide for our military and for the law enforcement officers as well.
Mm-hmm.
You've been a part of it for many, many years, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the early 2000s. And it was established in 1996. And
Oh wow! So that's 28 years.
And since our inception, we're over $94 million in educational bonds
How
and
great is that?
other help. So last year it was a little over $3 million that we gave out in bonds as well as medical
Grants,
assistance
things
and things
like
like that. Yeah, because we every child of Marines, Navy, Corpsmen, and federal law enforcement who are killed in the line of duty or under exceptional circumstances, their children receive an educational grant from
nice.
the foundation. But we also, for the Marines and federal law enforcement whose children are born that need these cranial helmets,
Yes,
which are very expensive, and just like
Oof.
everything grows,
of course.
progressively they have to change the helmets and the whole bit. TRICARE doesn't cover the total cost of them.
My gosh.
So McClef, we do that. We do segways, get segways for the vets. We've helped out with handicap accessibility to homes
Sure.
for them. So we really have, thank God for the generosity. We've been able to help a whole bunch of folks. And one of the things we're most proud of is that 96 cents on every dollar goes to the kids.
That's commendable. That really is.
We have one paid employee. We're going to bring on a part-timer because it's just handling all the
I know what you're doing.
and all the auditing requirements that they keep heaping.
Oh,
So
my
this
God.
gal's going to come and just help us with that end of it. But it's a national charity, and we do it all through volunteers.
Volunteer work.
It's just amazing, and it continues to grow.
We're going to take a quick pause, and we're going to come right back with Tony. There's more to share about the Marine Corps Law Enforcement Foundation. Right, Charlie? There's a lot to discover there.
Everything's interesting.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere. We'll return just after a few more words from our sponsor. And don't fall asleep on us. There's a lot more to learn. Thank you.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota is the choice for your next vehicle purchase or service this season. With new Toyota models available for immediate delivery and over 100 certified used and pre-owned vehicles for any budget. Plus service specials to keep you on the road to victory. Shop or schedule online at teamtoyota.net or choose one of our 3 locations in Langhorne, Glen Mills, or Princeton. Are you part of the team?
Opinions matter, and so does yours. Hi, I'm Joe Fabrizi, inviting you to join us every Monday at 1 p.m. for Opinions Matter, right here on 1490 AM WBCB. Opinions Matter is now live streamed at WBCB1490.com. We want to hear from you because your opinion does matter.
Hey, this is Jonesy. Kick off your Thursday and Friday evenings in style. Join me for an eclectic freeform mix of the hits and beyond. It's a happening, a musical journey. It's the Glenn Jones Radio Experience, right here on 1490 WBCB and 107.3 FM, Thursday and Friday, 5 to 6 p.m., directly following the legendary Jerry Blavitt. Radio, the way it ought to be.
WBCB is now on your FM dial at 107.3. Serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer counties since 1958, you can now listen to all of your BCB favorites crystal clear on 107.3 FM. A new age for WBCB on a new frequency, 107.3.
For you only get fined too.
Welcome back to Let's Go Places here at Team Toyota and the wonderful area of Langhorne, PA, right off of exit 395. Easy to get to. The Heroes program is waiting for all of our police, fire, military, medical, and also family members. So if you have a relative, they also are part of this group that we and program that we run here so honorably, so that we can help with the needs, vehicle needs that you have, and discount. Discount is very, very much important. My good friend John McNesby, who sat in on many of the shows when we had them down at the lodge, he went to a specific dealership not too long ago and I call it gouging because that's what it is. Many dealerships were out there charging $2,000, $5,000, as much as $10,000 over the MSRP, and they called it a market adjustment. Baloney.
Right.
That's what it is. It's baloney. They knew that they could get that amount for a vehicle because of supply and demand, supply being low, demand being high. We've never pulled away with and held a very high ethical standard. We never wavered over MSRP. And I continued to discount whenever I could, and the warranties as well, the important warranties for full protection. If you're buying a $50,000, $60,000, $40,000 vehicle, whatever it may be, the protection is important as well, so that money stays in your pocket and not out of your pocket. But that program, it still exists, Heroes program, proud supporter with our FOP Lodge 5, all of our locals, our Local 22 and Philadelphia, and all of our firehouses up here in Bucks County, as well as local, but FOP Lodge 53. I could go on, but there's a lot of participation. Our Sheriff's Department as well, and so on and so on. 215-768-6505. That's the number to call. If you have any vehicle need, give me a call, and we're here to help find out what's best for your vehicle needs. Tony, let's get right back to Marine Corps Law Enforcement Foundation. Brian Thacker. I said the
there
name
you go,
right.
Man.
Brian Thacker. Great guy. Medal of Honor recipient. And I had the privilege of listening to some of his stories, true stories.
Mhm.
These guys are just above and beyond, aren't they?
They're amazing and true Americans, and to a man, humble, and not one of them thinks they're deserving. But they're America.
Above and beyond,
Yes.
isn't it? Isn't it incredible? You've heard the stories much more than me. And when I sat down, my eyes were just lit completely with the courageous efforts that they provided to keep our troops safe. And as you said, not worried about themselves, very selfless. It's, how do I protect? And, their needs fall way back.
Oh, and
Way back.
we've been very fortunate in Philadelphia that we always get a nice showing of Medal of Honor recipients at any of our fundraisers, and 3 of them who are the absolute bedrock for us Medal of Honor recipients: Brian Thacker, Barney Barnum, and Mike Thornton.
God.
And it's worth the price of admission just to be in their shadow.
Wow. Incredible. Incredible. The stories. Well, you could go on in YouTube. I know Mike Thornton, Navy SEAL. He calls himself a frogman. Well, he always wanted. He liked the water. It's not water,
Right.
because water is pronounced in some. Depending on where you were brought up, it's either water, water. I mean, there's so many pronunciations.
Only one pronunciation it right.
Whiskey.
Yep.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Water.
Whiskey.
Water. Water.
Whiskey.
Whiskey. Yeah.
That's what I
exactly.
It's water.
But he
I
says,
don't know what water and all
water.
that. No, it's water.
Well, I'll follow Mike. God, how can you correct him with anything? But he
amazing.
told me he always liked the water, and he wanted to be a frogman. And sure enough, he became a frogman. And just to listen to his feats and stories, or to be in his presence alone, was a treat and an experience that I'll never forget.
And one of the founding members of SEAL Team 6, and just his exploits are stuff that Hollywood makes up.
That's true. That's true. And he walked the walk.
Yes.
He walked the walk. Tommy Norris, there's another guy.
Who Mike Thornton saved his life,
Saved his life.
which is how he received the Medal of Honor. And then at the time, Tommy Norris was under consideration for the Medal of Honor for his actions, which they made the movie Bat 21
Yes.
on. And they are in the process of making a movie with Tommy and Mike's actions in Vietnam that led to Mike Thornton's Medal of Honor.
Incredible. I always associated that with the glamour of Forrest Gump with Tom Hanks. I can't leave Bubba. Ran
Yeah.
in and lifted up Bubba, carried him out, carried a lot of other people out. And that's exactly what Mike did, Mike Thornton.
And he
found them.
He did it with when he went back, he wasn't going back to save his life. He was going into the firefight that they just got out of, went back into it to recover the remains. And only when he got there did he realize that he was still alive.
Still alive.
Yeah. So, I mean, he did all of that not to save a life. He's just recovering his shipmate.
He didn't want him staying there.
Right.
Brought him out into the water, swam out.
Several miles off the coast.
Several miles.
With him and a wounded South Vietnamese.
South Vietnamese SEAL,
Yeah.
from what I understand, right? He lost part of his butt, Thatcher, from what I hear. He was shot from the shrapnel. Or
Thornton.
He was blasted. Mike Thornton, forgive me. Mike Thornton lost part of his butt.
Yep.
Swimming out in the water and not
It grew
worrying.
back. He's good.
Navy
It's
SEAL.
unbelievable.
Navy SEAL training. I flunked it just looking at it.
Yeah, just watching what you would have to
and I
do.
flunked.
Yeah.
He couldn't balance the ball on his nose. He was out.
Yeah, you were out of breath just taking a
looking
look
at
at
it.
it. It's just incredible the feats that they have to accomplish to become a Navy SEAL.
Unbelievable.
And it's just remarkable. But with the Marine Corps Law Enforcement Foundation, when is the next event that's coming up, or did we just miss one?
Well, the gala was in October.
Was in October.
Our next one is May 18th.
Okay.
At the 23rd Street Armory between Market and Chestnut and Center City. That's our Gathering Heroes.
Okay.
Mike will be in. And,
Mike will be there?
The whole bit, yes. And
We have
so
to get down there.
That's the 18th. June 14th, we have our skeet shoot up in Lehigh Valley.
Oh, that's
which
nice.
It's a hoot. I didn't know what to expect, and the first time we did it,
Well, you did it right.
man, was that a lot of fun.
Where is it, Tom?
It's Lehigh Valley Sporting Clays.
Wow.
Just outside of Allentown.
Not far.
And it's a blast, no pun intended.
Right.
And then October 26th, I believe it is our gala.
Great.
So it's just a very, very busy year. We're up now where we just pretty much meet and yearly on a weekly basis to plan, our different events.
We have to get up there, our Tour of Honor. We should go up and support some of these events, Joe. We'll run into.
I'm sitting here thinking of this. I'm
You're thinking
the
the same
thing.
thing?
Yeah, I'm thinking about how we can support them.
Absolutely.
And then maybe I'll beg Tony to. Can you give us a little help with a couple things?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a great.
I really just love to get like a Medal of Honor recipient to. Caught that real quick.
There you go.
I learned
Yep.
real quick.
Yeah. No, that's.
To either meet us in Washington and I would love to have one or two even go on our trip with us.
Oh my God! Yeah.
That would be such an honor, and
Maybe we can work that out.
we can do whatever we can do, and believe me, we would take care of
All the costs and
all the cost of bringing them in and lodging.
It's well worth it.
And food. Oh God, the communities around here would, it would be like something.
A resounding effect.
You don't see it. You don't see
Yeah.
this type of. You don't see a Medal of Honor recipient in the area very often because there's not many of them, and to have that, especially with the young kids of the junior ROTC classes, and I'm sure I could have them all. They'll all come out.
Sure.
Well, at our Gathering Heroes in May, in addition to the recipients, one of the good things is they swear in a bunch of Marines at that. And usually, and Barney Barnum swore them in the last time, so
nice.
they do that. We had last year, and we are pretty much promised that we will have the silent drill platoon come up and do a performance. And if you haven't, the Marine Corps silent drill platoon,
I'm working on that right now.
And I'm telling you, to see them is amazing, but it's like they're right there. It's not.
My God, that's great.
It's a great day for a great cause.
Give me a number again, Tony, for our listenership if they want to participate or if they want to contribute.
Go on the website. You can either do mclef.org. That goes to the Nationals page, or you can do mclefphila.org, and that'll bring you to the Philly page.
Any phone number or is it an 800 number? Just
go
to the
website, mclef.org.
And you'll see everything that you
there.
need right there to help out. Joe, with the Tour of Honor, the phone number again?
215-962-8071.
And my good co-host here, my pal of all times, Charlie, the phone number for the police, fire, and the police, fire, and correctional officers, if police officer wants to join.
215-335-1670. Call. There's always someone in the office. Take all your information. Let us know if we can help you out with anything, and we're always there for our retirees.
Yeah, 1670. That's my badge number in the box.
How about that?
7061. I just happened to think of that.
I thought they were prison guards.
Yeah, right.
Or prisoners.
Or prisoners, yeah, exactly. And I'm Tom Mellon. On behalf of the Heroes program here, thank you for joining us today. You will see more. Tony, you'll be coming back.
I'll look forward to it.
Absolutely, and Joe as well. Charlie, well, Charlie's always
I'll
here.
I'll try to make it.
Yeah, he'll try and make it. Bree at the helm, our engineer. We want to thank you on behalf of WBCB, 1490 AM and 107.3 FM on the dial. And you can always stream on YouTube to see the shows live. I'm Tom Mellon. Once again, be safe, stay well, Don't text while you drive. Jerry, I'll be home soon to walk the dog. And most importantly, God bless America.